Chuma Himonga. I am the co-investigator in the Southern Africa research project of the main project. So I hold the chair in customary law, indigenous values and human rights at the University of Cape Town, and it's under the auspices of this chair that we are conducting this research in collaboration with the University of Ottawa. The research that we are doing is in 4 categories. There are 2 case studies on marriage and divorce in South Africa and Zambia. And then there is a PhD research by Mrs. Osman on which she presented this morning. There is also a project that the chair has sort of taken over from originally what was supposed to be investigated by our partners, the National House of Traditional Leaders. And the reason we the chair took over the execution of this project was because of financial and time constraints that could not allow the House to continue to execute the project as we had initially intended. The case studies on Zambia and South Africa have been completed in terms of the collection of data, and analysis is underway at the moment. We have made, of course, at this meeting a report on preliminary findings that is based on the desktop research and the impressions in the field that we gathered. So the completion of the research projects will have to wait until we have completed the analysis of the empirical research. The PhD study, of course, is underway as well. Mrs. Osman has conducted the empirical research. She's in the process of having that research transcribed and analyzed. The project with traditional leaders is on cultural practices, and the investigation is focusing on the content and meaning of these cultural practices against the backdrop of the constitutional standards, the South African constitutional standards, and in a context where the respect for customary law is itself guaranteed by the Constitution. This research has been completed in terms of the gathering of data, but the analysis of the data and the write-up is still to be done. We're making this a priority when we go back from this meeting. The challenges that we have experienced really in executing these projects relate to the small group of researchers, or the small size of the team that is investigating. Is primarily for the case studies, the 2 case studies, and the cultural practices study is Fatima and myself. So this has really created quite a number of constraints in the way that we are conducting and completing the research, but we are very optimistic that we will complete the research in all of these projects on time.